Hello everyone, it's Melanie Wood, founder of Speaking Styles. I hope you're all having an amazing week. I am speaking to you here from Emerald, a very hot Emerald. I left Yeppoon on Tuesday and it was a very mild and very windy 23 degrees, and it's been around 30 degrees here in Emerald all week. So it's been very, very hot, it's very sticky. And I wanted to talk about the cave that we fear to enter holds the treasure that we seek. And I've came to Emerald for the week to promote my business, promote myself. And in itself, that can be quite scary because you're going to people that you don't know, that you're putting yourself out there, you're exposing yourself more in order to help more people. And for people that know me, they know that I absolutely love storytelling. And I want to share with you this story of what happened to me this week. And it is along the lines of fear, and hopefully we can relate that to speaking, public speaking, communication. And I'm actually house sitting while here in Emerald, and it's actually through my partner's friend of their family. And they've actually got 2 dogs and a cat, and the owner's not here, so I'm house sitting. And cats I'm fine with. Dogs I can get a little bit apprehensive, especially if I don't know them and the owner's not here. So I knew that when I got here I was going to have to help with the dogs and feed them. And when I got here I had to go out and see them, and obviously they were really excited and they were just wanting to lick you and jump up on you, and that just makes me feel a little bit anxious. And I thought, that's fine, I can deal with it. I can deal with the dogs for the rest of the week. And so anyway, I went out and I fed them and made sure they were all right, and then came in, had my dinner, and I was doing different things that night and getting myself ready for the next day. And it was getting really late, and I decided I had done everything I needed to do for the animals and it was time to go to bed. And when I actually got into the bedroom, I was just doing different things, getting ready to go to bed. So I was probably in there for maybe around a minute 30. And I happened to look up where I was, and there was a great big massive huntsman spider. And if I thought that I was anxious around dogs, I can tell you that my anxiety and fear went from somewhere around 10 to 1,000,000% in a split second. And this was really late at night. Hey Mel! And this was around about maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I'm ready to go to bed, and I am more than wide awake at this point in time, thinking there's no way I can go to sleep now with this huntsman spider. I'm going to have to do something to remove it so that I can go to sleep. So my fear and my anxiety were just really high. There was no way that I was going to be able to go to sleep. There was no way I could think about anything else. And I literally packed up all my bags, got out of the room, and thought, what am I going to do? I can't go to sleep somewhere else, because then I'm thinking 6, 7 hours. Where would the spider go in 6, 7 hours? Could it be lying next to me by the time I wake up in the morning? I thought, no, I need to remove this spider. But I needed some help in order to do that. And being here myself, I decided to call my partner, who was still up at the time, and he literally was on the other end of the phone while I was removing the spider. And it made me really think about what we do in life when we fear something or we're anxious, is that we ask for help. We ask somebody to walk us through it, to take us by the hand. And that's the same thing with public speaking. It's the same thing with maybe having to manage some conflict, or having to speak to someone that you don't know, or coming to Emerald, or going somewhere. And Mel, for you, you're somewhere in Europe. So imagine sometimes that can be a bit scary, that you're out there in Europe, you're going to different places, you maybe don't know the language, so it can be a little bit scary. But if you've got someone with you to hold your hand, to walk you through what you need to do, then that can actually alleviate those fears and alleviate those anxious feelings. And in that moment when I had to deal with the spider on my own, I wasn't on my own, because I had someone at the other end of the phone being my biggest supporter, you know, telling me that I could do it. And I did, and I managed to remove the spider and then go to bed. So again, with public speaking, if I hadn't have asked for help or hadn't have joined a club or hadn't been able to get someone to walk me through it and hold my hand, then I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be sitting in Emerald promoting my business without asking for help and without somebody walking with me. So again, think of any areas in your life that you are fearful of, because at the other end of fear is something absolutely amazing. So within that cave, there really is that treasure, is that just sometimes if we just actually reach out and we ask for help, then you can start to overcome that. And again, if it's not someone that's there with you, then get on the phone and call someone for help, because I think what we forget is that we're not alone. We're not isolated. We can reach for the phone, we can Skype people, we can message people, we can call them. Like, there's so much that we can do to stay connected and engaged with people and ask for help. So again, if anybody's watching or anybody's watching in the replay and they just need that little bit of encouragement, that little bit of support to get over that fear or get over that anxiety that you've been wanting to go over for so long, and getting rid of that spider. And yes, I did use a lot of morphine spray in a very large book. However, I was able to do that, and I was able to do that with help. Whereas before, I would have taken up to an hour of standing there with big rubber gloves on thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to do it now. 1, 2, 3. No, I can't do it. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'll do it. And you know, that's the thing. If you've got someone there to support you, it's going to be a lot easier, and you know that someone's got your back as well. I'm just going to check Melissa. It's great to have someone to share the journey with. Good on you with the spider. Thanks, Mel. And I think to think about as well is that when we have different fears come up in faces, is that we want to look into why is it there. And I've got a business coach that helps me with my business, and she let me know that spiders can actually represent something that's going on in your life. So when we think of, oh my God, what's that spider doing here at 11 o'clock at night? I don't have time to deal with this. Is that it makes us stop and be present and be mindful. So sometimes we just Google why that spider's there and what's the reasons behind, and just look a little bit deeper. And that was able to make me go, I'm not actually scared of that spider, because it's telling me a message. It's sending me something that I really need to listen to and tune for myself. So thinking of those fears is getting onto Google and finding out more about why they're happening as well. So until next time, have an amazing evening or have an amazing day wherever you are, and we will chat again soon. See you later.